Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Friday, so we're going to be solving the Minute Cryptic Mini for the 24th of July. Right, okay. Duck's egg snatched by Sir Attenborough after face-off. Well, with a proper noun or name like Sir Attenborough, that's going to be part of the wordplay. Maybe a duck egg is usually a O, and if it's snatched, maybe we're taking it out of Attenborough. Or actually, maybe the definition is duck, and maybe it's just an egg snatched by Sir Attenborough. Because yeah, after would suggest face off is part of the wordplay. So maybe we're taking the face off. What are we taking the face off of? Sir Attenborough, and then removing the O. It's far too many letters in Attenborough. Let's come back. Temper expectations heading into Grand's breakdance. Temper could mean to temper expectations, or it could be like at your anger. Right, expectations heading into Grand's breakdance. This could be a lift and separate. Maybe we're breaking dance, anagramming dance. 5 letters to work with though. Heading, probably the first letter. Maybe G. Keep thinking temper, anger, but because we could be breaking. Maybe breakdance is the whole anagram indicator. And I think it's the heading of expectations, and that's inside of a breakdance, a anagramming of grand to get anger for temper. Yeah, breakdance as a anagram indicator, that's I don't know. Break or dance separately probably would have made more sense to me. Anyway, right. Sex without pornographic content is boring. Freud deviously declared no thanks. Well, without content suggests that we may be taking the inner letters out of something. Maybe out of pornographic, so just to get PC. Maybe is boring into it, like inside of it. Sex could be F or M for female, male. Freud deviously could be an anagram of Freud even, because we have got an R there. I think the definition is going to be declared no thanks. It could be something like refused. Could it be refused? Because I'm thinking we've got Freud. Yeah, so we've got an anagram of Freud, and then we've got SE. Yeah, so we've got, I think, sex without pornographic content. I think the pornographic content is X, like X-rated would suggest pornographic, and then so we just have the SE, and that is boring inside of yeah, an anagrammed Freud for refused, which would be declared no thanks. Okay. 3 days after sunbathing nude, get unwanted growth. Is that going to be a weed? Yeah, because 3 days after sun, as in Sunday, would be Wednesday, W-E-D. And then what do we have? Bathing nude. Yeah, nude suggests you take out the outer letters of something. 3 days after sun would be wed. Bathing nude. Get unwanted growth. Yeah, I'm not sure how we get the extra E. If I am parsing it right and we do need wed. After sun, bathing, yeah, I'm not sure. Right. Illustrate pictures of worm, line and pole for laws. I think the definition might be laws, like leads on or something. To illustrate pictures, are we taking like like the visuals of like a worm, a line, like an L and S for a worm? It's like serpentine almost, L for line. And then we need a word for a pole. As if this was S for worm. Let's try and get some other clues. Right, fellow Earthling sucked up by enormous UFO. Enormous. I think that's going to be of. It's sorry, 3 words, 3, 2, and 2. Fellow could be man, lad. Earthling sucked up by enormous UFO. Enormous. It's not a hidden clue. Is it? No. It could be one of us. Yeah, it is a hidden clue. One of us would be a fellow Earthling. So we've got one of us hidden there. Right. Okay. Story occasionally paints lead character in negative stereotype. Story occasionally. Maybe every other letter. We've got S, O, or Y. And the lead character. Maybe the C. It could be a T and an R. Occasionally paints lead character in negative stereotype. What would that be? Not Sawyer, obviously. S-O-Y. I'm not sure. Right. Escape, escape. Leaking reactor's core has a meltdown. 2 words, 4 and then 3. Leaking reactor's core. Reactor's core, maybe? Is, what would that be? The C? Yep. So maybe we've got escape, and that's leaking C, so just to leave E-S-A-P-E, and it has a meltdown. As in it's being anagrammed, maybe? But we've got a G there. Escape leaking. Reactor's core has a meltdown. Or I'm thinking goes ape to have a meltdown. Have a meltdown might be the definition. So we've got one escape, and that's leaking the sea. There, escape without the sea. Oh, I think escape is the first escape is to go, and then the second escape is leaking the sea, and yeah, goes ape is to have a meltdown. Okay, let's go back to this one. Right, snatched by Sir Attenborough. Hmm. 1 second, I just need to go deal with something. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Pause the timer. Let's get back into it. Right, duck's egg. Avoid could be duck. Let's put it in, see if we can make sense of it. Sir Attenborough is David Attenborough. And then, yeah, the duck is snatched by David. So that O in there. But it's after David's face is cut off. Okay. Right. Draws in. Yeah, so illustrate pictures would be draws. How do we get in? Illustrates pictures of worm, line, and pole. How do we get IN from worm, line, and pole? I'm not sure. Some of these I'm not able to pass. Right. Could it be occasionally paints? I don't believe so. That is draws in, draws on, draws up. Yeah, what is story occasionally? Like Sony? Is it referring to brand name Sony? I mean, I'm guessing they make cameras. Like I'm thinking like negative photos. Lead character in. Okay, so we've got. So stereotype is Sony. Because I think we have story occasionally, SOY, and then that paints, as in contains the lead character in negative, the N. Is there a word? Sony? Stereotype? Oh, we're actually separating stereo and type, as in a type of stereo, and Sony makes stereos. Yeah, because I was thinking Sony most famous for, Walkmans. Well, I guess if you're a certain age and vintage now, it's probably PlayStation. Yeah, that's That's devilish. I actually like that. I don't really like brand names as answers, but uh, yeah, for negative stereotype, that's pretty good. Right, let's finish. Yeah, all good. Right, yeah, let me know in the comments how we fully pass weed and draws in, because I'm not sure about those. I'll probably watch it here and maybe update the comments later. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.